Trump's war chief on secret jet as the president vanishes from Air Force One? Who was really on Trump's secret flight as new details of the high-stakes deception emerge? Rubio, Bessent, and journalists left behind as Trump secretly escaped an Iran threat? Air Force One used as a decoy as Pete Hegseth joins Trump's secret flight out of Turkey? Trump secretly leaves Air Force One in a catering truck amid a reported Iranian threat? Secret flight, top aides, and Iran threat as Trump's elaborate decoy operation deepens. New details are emerging about Trump's secret decoy flight after he attended the NATO summit in Turkey. U.S. Secretary of War Pete Hegseth was reportedly with Trump on the secret flight out of Turkey, according to CBS. Hegseth and several of Trump's closest White House aides reportedly traveled with the president aboard the military aircraft. The secret flight was reportedly part of an elaborate deception designed to protect Trump from a potential Iranian threat. Trump secretly left the older Air Force One in Turkey after using an airport catering truck to conceal his movements. Natalie Harp, Dan Scavino, and Walt Nauta reportedly joined Trump inside the catering truck during the covert operation. The president then boarded a separate military aircraft that secretly flew him out of Turkey without revealing his true location. The unusual switch allowed Trump to leave Air Force One while keeping journalists and other personnel unaware of his movements. The decoy operation appeared designed to create the impression that Trump remained aboard the older Air Force One. Trump secretly switched aircraft in Turkey after an alleged Iranian threat, while the newer Air Force One reportedly flew as a decoy. The aircraft change reportedly followed the sighting of a person carrying a shoulder-fired missile near the airport. U.S. intelligence reportedly detected what officials considered a credible Iranian threat to fire a missile at Air Force One. The reported incident took place during Trump's visit to Turkey for the NATO summit in July. Air Force One reportedly continued its flight as a decoy, carrying senior U.S. officials and journalists. Among those reportedly left aboard were Secretary of State Marco Rubio and Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent. Trump's aides Stephen Miller and Stephen Chung were also reportedly among those aboard the decoy aircraft. Israel reportedly warned the United States that Iran was plotting to target Trump's aircraft while he was in Turkey. The Wall Street Journal revealed the alleged Israeli intelligence warning, citing an unnamed U.S. official familiar with the matter. The warning reportedly included a possible plan involving shoulder-fired missiles capable of striking aircraft. The intelligence prompted the Secret Service to take extraordinary measures to protect Trump during his departure from Turkey. After leaving a meeting with NATO leaders in Ankara, Trump publicly boarded the older Air Force One aircraft. But shortly after boarding, Trump was reportedly transferred to a smaller C-32A military aircraft under heightened security. The reported transfer was carried out using an airport catering truck, helping conceal Trump's movements from public view. Journalists and some White House personnel remained aboard the older Air Force One, which reportedly served as a decoy. Secretary of State Marco Rubio and other senior Trump aides reportedly stayed on the older aircraft to maintain the appearance that Trump was aboard. The C-32A carrying Trump reportedly flew to Britain and arrived before the older Air Force One carrying journalists. No missiles were fired, and U.S. officials have not publicly established how credible or imminent the reported threat was. Trump later confirmed that he followed instructions from the Secret Service and military to use a different aircraft. When asked about the decision, Trump said he receives many threats and relies on security officials to determine the safest course.
We had a great time in Ohio, a fantastic time in Ohio. The country's doing well. The stock market's fantastic record. We have 79 records so far in a short period of time. More people are working right now in the United States than ever before, and prices are dropping fast. Iran is going fine, going just absolutely fine. We totally control the Strait of Hormuz. We have control over it. Nobody else, only us. Our Navy is unbelievable, and things are going great for our country. Go ahead.
Mr. President, can you tell us about your ride on the airport catering truck in Turkey? Why did you need to do that?
Well, it's only up to Secret Service. I just follow what they'd like to do. So I go by Secret Service. and the military. They wanted me to go on a different flight, a different plane, equal safety, but they wanted me to do it, so I do it. I do what they say.
Why did they want you to do that?
I guess there was a threat out there. I didn't really ask too much about it. I get a lot of threats.
Charlie Brown has made it to the runoff election.
I heard, good.
What are you going to do to help her get over the finish line?
Well, she just called me to thank me for the endorsement, and it's great that she's doing so well, and she's a very good woman, and she's got good genetics because she's related to Lindsay, who's a real professional. So we'll see. I'm going to call her right now. She just called me 2 minutes ago. She won by how many points?
Well, not yet, but she's clearly
She's definitely in a runoff, and that's good. That's what you want.
you campaign for her now that you're out?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, on the turkey. I mean, just so you understand, I like the other people in the race also. They're all Trump. I mean, they're all Trumpers, but I endorsed her. I think she's great. It's really in honor of her brother, and she's really a very smart woman. You know, Lindsay loved his sister more than anything else. He would tell me about his sister, that she's just outstanding. He actually said she is better than him. That was hard for Lindsay to say. So she's out there. She's doing a great job.
Mr. President, you've made this 2028 several times in the last 2 weeks. At the dinner, you put on a Trump 2028. Are you serious about taking the third term?
Everybody asks me that question, and you know that the law is very strong on that. I'd love to run, but the law is very strong. I get asked by well, even tonight, they're screaming at the event, 2028. Now, everybody wants me to do it, but the law is very strong. Thank you very much.
The Turkey flight, Air Force One still flew out of Turkey with press that was White House officials on it. How much is
Well, this one went over to England, where it was shown to the
well,
soldiers.
it's still at risk, even though
No, I know, but this one went over to England because the soldiers wanted to see it.
Right.
And it stopped, and they showed it to the soldiers, and we did a switch over there. And it was really as per the military, and I just have to do what they say. They go for safety, and I have to do what they say.
Why was it too dangerous for you to fly on Air Force One, but
Well,
not
I don't
too
know.
dangerous
I
for the
think
press?
actually the plane that I flew on was at greater risk. I
Why
think
do
it was
you
at
say
greater
that?
risk because that would be the plane I think that they would be more likely to go for.
Were you surprised, Mr. President, that the Secret Service was telling you to take that third plane?
No, not surprised. I have a lot of threats. I have a lot of threats that you don't know about. Any consequential president has a lot of threats. Non-consequential presidents don't get threats. And I think that I'm maybe the most
How close
consequential
is
president.
Iran to pulling something off?
There's nobody who's done more than me in a period of almost 6 years. There's nobody.
Were you worried about a shoulder-fired missile?
I don't worry about anything, to be honest. Whatever it is, you know my attitude, whatever.
Iran at all?
I don't trust Iran. Why? Are you saying I trust Iran? I'm the last person to trust Iran. They've lied to me constantly. We have total control over the Hormuz Strait right now. They don't have control. We have total control. We own it. And at some point, maybe they'll do something and then they get blown away. But right now, we're in a very good position. We have a country that has been the bully of the Middle East for 50 years. It's really 51 if you think about it, right? We've been saying 47 for 4 years. And they're no longer the bully of the Middle East. Thank you very much, everybody.
Meanwhile, an X account linked to Iran's embassy in Armenia appeared to mock the reported secret plane switch.
Upgrade your news experience with the all-new HT app. Download now.